Let's do a small react, and then we will raid someone. Right, Flamer Heresy. Okay. Looks like we went from super kawaii to death and destruction. Isn't that nice, guys? Isn't that nice? We went from super kawaii core keeper to
Boka for letting me join in Bokath 1 heart.
yeah, alright, yeah. Right. Flamer Heresy by Badger. We love the Badger. Don't forget to like and subscribe to them, guys. Alright, here we go.
The heavy flamer. Brother, get the flamer. The heavy flamer.
The heavy flamer. What do you mean? Heavy flamers are cute?
I would like to file a complaint.
I love how indiscriminate you are with your flame. You don't need to whip it like a noodle in a swimming pool. Like, what the fuck?
Purge it in flame.
Burn in holy fire.
The time has come, brother.
Why was he using it like a pool noodle?
No mercy.
Shitpost/heresy alert. If you're offended when someone goofs up the lore or talks shit about your favorite chapter of Space Marines, please. Welcome to the grim darkness of the future where
I see how you guys are.
peace, happiness, and prosperity have been replaced by war, death, and destruction. Not necessarily in that order, but necessarily in...
That's literally what we went from, guys. Peace and happiness to war and death.
mass quantities.
I will endure 1,000 deaths before I yield.
In the last episode, 9 months ago, we were introduced to the sentient fungi known as the orcs.
I still don't get the sentient fungi part.
The corn-worshipping heretics known as the forces of chaos that make the civilian casualties of World War II look like a picnic.
Skulls for the skull throne! Blood for the blood god!
List of cornate massacres.
I see where you guys get that.
This list is incomplete. You can help by expanding it. And most importantly, the Space Marines of the Imperium of Man, led by the venerate Emperor himself.
We are one in the Emperor and the will of man.
And as much as I'd love to hear about your hyper-intelligent Dark Elder waifu, the dumbass...
Well, you got degenerates in every hobby, right?
Weeaboo space communists and the Rattle Me Bones! Robots, the Xenos stealing your shit this time around are the Gene Stealer Tyranids.
Your infestation spreads no further, alien.
It may sound like...
So I'm guessing the heavy flamer is for fighting the orcs, right?
despotic deja vu for someone to be stealing your shit again, but that's usually the way...
Why are they always making mushrooms the bad guy? Make them grow from onions.
You're deployed to intervene, you realize the shit is fucked, and you may as well blow it all up anyways, and then you blow it all up.
None who live can survive the flame.
Which may beg the question from your perspective, why not just blow it all up in the first place? Like Exterminatus nuke from orbit. And to that I retort...
Because it is the Emperor's will, and also purging is really, really fun, brother.
The Gene Stealers are doing just that on one of your space...
Hey, look, guys. It's a puppy.
Hulks called the Elethros, and you're the librarian in charge of salvaging anything of value and purging the Xenofilth.
Your heresy starts here!
Alongside Devastator Barakeel, Apothecary...
Balakaku? Nahum? He has robot parts on his
Carrying
face.
the Hume and shot-caller Belial, you make up Deathwing, the first company of the Dark Angels chapter.
We are the Angels of Death!
The whole Dark Angels in bone-white armor may be a little confusing, but it's only Deathwing. The rest of the Dark Angels are actually green, even though the Salamanders are already green. But the Salamanders are almost always on fire, so it's not that hard to...
Brother, enough with the lore!
Brothers, retribution is at hand. It is our strength. We are the sons of Caliban. Let fury guide your weapons. Let vengeance be your song. We are the angels of death.
Understandable.
And
Have a nice day.
shall fall.
Decked out out in Terminator armor, you're larger and more formidable than your ordinary Space Marine, but not so huge that you can't fit through doorways like a menacing...
So that's a robot, right? That's a person? Or what passes as person?
full-size dreadnought.
None may block our path.
And you better believe you're gonna need this intimidating armor, because the
Puppy! It's a small robot.
gene sealers you're up against, well, they're not exactly small.
By the Emperor, can the Xenos get any bigger?
And you may be thinking, at least I have 2 Dark Angel Terminators to help me.
Wrong.
I know it may be heresy to shit-talk fellow Terminators.
Bold words for someone in assault cannon range.
Delete this heresy.
Heresy? It burns. We heard you were talking shit, brother.
But short of dispensing a few cookie-cutter voice lines and soaking up damage, they are useless.
Of the Angels of Death. That is like one single Xeno. Steady yourself, brother.
Discipline is their sole strength, as in even if they are on the brink of death, they will not heal themselves unless you instruct them to. So if you really want to get heretical, you can instruct Apothecary Nahum to constantly juice himself up with self-heals like a fiending junkie, and he becomes a Tyrannid Broodlord punching bag while you inflict heavy damage on whatever's attempting to eat you.
Tyrannid bait is not the right word, brother. I prefer expeditionary Tyrannid punching bag.
Your skill tree allows you to make these fellow brothers
I prefer punching bag.
of yours more powerful, yourself more powerful, or grant additional purging abilities, and I sure as shit didn't blow any of it on them.
Yes.
You can choose 3 different little areas. Okay.
Brother Barricade, I realize you want better armor, but I can now purge heretics in 3 different kinds of fire.
At least
You guys should have led with that. That's like the best argument for this genre of game so far. More fire. Hello? Dragon. Fire.
are simple because you'll usually see a one-word description like fight or destroy off in the distance, and I think you already know what the hell you're doing here. So let me save my breath.
The Xenos are coming. We have to exterminate them at all costs.
I'm gonna need more bolter for this heresy. I'm confused by this heresy, brother. Are the fellow Xenos just purging themselves?
Were they? It looked like they were just jumping off of the, like, tower or something.
Predictably, once the string of objectives is complete, you realize the gene stealers lived up to their names by stealing your genes and decide to incinerate the place exterminatus style.
It was impossible to remove the traces of our gene seed from the bodies of the aliens. So Grandmaster Belial vowed to destroy everything instead.
Consider
Kaboom!
this a clear division in the video.
Our guns have fallen silent, brother.
Because the single player, especially on the No Mercy difficulty, can be a frustrating, overwhelming with annoyance, and underwhelming with content experience where you feel like a lone guardsman against a legion of Xenos. Let me tell you about the Tyrannids. But the month
He sounded like he was about to, like, have one of those, info, like, drops, like, infomercials. Let me tell you about what I did today.
multiplayer is 5 times better, a totally different animal, and it feels heretical even looping it in with a single player because it's a completely distinct experience.
Xenophobia increases.
You know you're in a 40k game when instead of saying waiting for players, it's waiting for brothers.
Brothers.
I'm getting too long.
Brother.
This shit. Brother.
Brother.
Look at
Brother.
him. He's ready to smack a heretic.
What's up?
First of all, multiplayer allows you to play 6 classes instead of just 1. Not that I hated playing a librarian.
My face, but I don't know what a librarian looks like because I can't fucking read.
But heavy weapon specialty granted me an assault cannon and abilities like zero spread, a devastating mine, and a virtual A10 warthog for an arm.
Assault cannon deployed.
Blood ravens be like, me, an intellectual. Oh, the size ray.
Nah, dude, you
I
got
think I
this.
can get
Nah,
him
you
if I pop
bitch.
both my ults.
Look
Watch.
at him. Look at him. That's
That's zero
seriously
accuracy
nothing.
on that
Fuck
rate
him
of
up.
fire.
Easy for somebody with a fucking A10 Warthog strapped to their arm to say.
Run to me, brother.
Brother.
They'll get fucked if they run into it. Just watch. Done.
Kaboom. They died.
Apothecaries are important because with half the Tyranids being able to tear through your armor like a Cheetos bag, you're gonna need an
These are Doritos! He's like, Cheetos, and then the Tyrannid's like, what the fuck? These are Doritos!
answer to your H key, which happens to be a needle drill the size of a baseball bat.
Stimulants deployed. Apothecary, I require medical. Brother, I need an apothecary.
Brother!
This Tyranid whispered in my ear he needed one too.
You would do that. You would do that. The apothecary walks up. You think he's gonna heal you. You think he's gonna heal you by stabbing you with his needle. He just punches you in the face.
Whatever, I'm going in.
Hold on, brother. Hold on, brother. The cooldown. There, I'm gonna drill your ass.
by the way,
there you
the
go. Hey man, how many fingers am I holding up?
Nope, moving on.
Turn off your heavy flamer so I can tell you.
But if I turn it off, they stop burning.
Hold on, I'll get you. There you go.
Thank you, brother.
Tactical specialty was a must-have because he can revive a fallen brother.
Your duty is not done, brother.
And it's
Understandable.
Interrogator Chaplain is a no-brainer because he can revive 3 fallen brothers, temporarily reflect all incoming damage, and temporarily become invincible, which makes him broken as shit, the best looking, and overall a force to be reckoned with.
Pain is meaningless to me. Can I speak to your manager?
The point I'm making with all of
Did I swear? I did not swear. Can't prove it. Frick you. Screw you! Love you. No, I don't.
this fuss about classes is that multiplayer offers both variety and specialization, whether you're looking for something different or you just want to play someone that suits your style. You can move far beyond the librarian of the single player, and Retribution just isn't the same without your brothers.
Brothers.
To partake in our crusade is to be immortal.
It's worth mentioning at this point to turn Codex rules on because it is a far less grindy experience, and more importantly, friendly fire is off. With the amount of heavy
Why is there even a friendly fire option in this game? Why? Shut up, chat! Don't care. Let me live in my reality. Screw you. And like, Codex rules, I guess like that just gives you all your abilities right away or something. I love the server name. But why? Why is that even a thing?
flamers we run, I'd say the Codex Astartes does support this action.
We may get birds, brothers.
Yeah, the first thing that you do, of course. Yeah.
The space book says this is bad.
Don't up your DPI.
The space book says this is bad.
There's no need to do that.
It says we can't do that in the codex. Well, I can't read.
I can't read.
Just roast my flames.
Everybody gangster until Lolly Rick pull out the heavy flamer. Which conveniently leads me to my next point. Weapons.
I'm gonna need a heavy flavor for this heresy.
In the single player, you've got to use a versatile weapon. You've got big targets, small targets, close targets, distant targets, so much of the arsenal you can...
He thinks that there are too many on the screen, brothers.
Can't use because it doesn't meet all those requirements. Take the Redemption, for example, the badass scatter bolter that blasts Xenos away in a ricochet of righteous steel.
Death to the enemy!
God, the ragdoll with that is so good, Heavenly.
Yeah, it just
You
flew
shoot them
across the
so
continent.
far.
Stormbolter and
Yo,
Stormbolter
this
Mark.
shit ricochets? What the fuck?
Yup.
In the single player, you won't have the range to hit the dudes with Grimdark Panzer Shreks or anything at a distance for that matter, and your brain-dead brethren sure as shit won't notice them, so you're boned due to lack of range. But in multiplayer, you can combine your redemption with a Heavy Flamer, Spear of Caliban, and Stormbolter for coverage at all ranges. You cover your brother up close while they cover anything at a distance. For the Emperor! That's also the reason
I was about to say, if you don't put For the Emperor there, you missed an opportunity.
why Melee is a bit of a joke, because on normal difficulty, I love crushing heretics and merciless retribution.
My faith is my shield. By all accounts.
Heretics and merciless retribution.
My faith is.
That's a nice shield you got there, buddy.
My shield. By all accounts, it was no more than a hulking mass of steel.
But with any higher difficulty, it just doesn't work. Not only because Tyranids specialize in melee combat as apex predators, but so many Gene Stealers can one-shot you, it's paramount to purge them before they get close. Furthermore, damage is localized, as in if a Gene Stealer chomps your right arm, you can't shoot, and slashes your legs, you can't run away. So again, melee is a tough sell.
I cannot move.
Hey, at least you can use a
But I don't know.
power fist with every heavy weapon, so it may not be a sword or an axe, but you can still smack a heretic.
Feel the weight of the chapter's finest. Die!
You get the point I'm hammering at.
Was that an electric fist?
Every weapon in the arsenal is at your disposal with brothers by your side in multiplayer.
Brother!
Instead of a handful of versatile ones in the single player.
Brother.
Which means more fun, more purging, and of course, indiscriminate use of the Heavy Flamer.
Burn in holy fire!
I tell you to stop using your
Holy fire!
flamer so that I can see. First of all, this is a Heavy Flamer. Why are you flaming me? I'm right.
Why are you flaming me?
My flame does not discriminate.
I'm an evil.
What do you mean I won't escape the fist jokes?
It's fisting time!
BoringCollegeGraduate will be meeting after such a radical application.
Equal
Do that.
opportunity purging. Hey, 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 hey. No.
You look at
No.
mother with like a spray bottle, but instead it's a Heavy Flamer.
No, no.
It's heavy for a reason, because the Xenos you're up against I like to categorize as Apex Predators, Suicidal Apex Predators, and Apex Predators so large that they can only be described as virtually immortal.
I'm sorry,
It's a
I'm
big
sorry,
boy. It's a big boy. Get out of my way, Clue. Get out of my way.
I'm too chunky.
Oh, get behind the man with the assault cannon.
Gotcha. You'll come up in a second.
No, we'll be fine, Clue. You got an assault cannon and a Heavy Flamer, he'll go down. There you go. Technically, the Scythe Strain is virtually immortal, and the Brood Lord is virtually immortal and psychic. So, rule of thumb, Cthulhu-looking Xenos are superior to non-Cthulhu-looking Xenos.
What is this?
Get behind me, brother.
Cthulhu fan club out here.
And if it's a 20-foot-tall praying mantis bug-looking thing that just cuts your buddy in half and doesn't go down with an initial burst, it's either a Scythe Strain or a Brood Lord, and you may want to start a tactical withdrawal, because two more are on their way.
Retreat now for victory later!
Alright, everything you got.
Wide on
Everything you
ice,
got
boys.
to the Brood Lord on the right. Just do the one close to the objective. As soon as he gets
It's
here,
so-
Goose, hit your reflect,
kill him
and
on the right.
after it's done, hit your
getting
invincible.
I have to bounce back. I got the reflect damage.
You're honestly not going to be able to see anything. Just keep
Yep,
tanking him.
yep,
We
yep.
got a Heavy
Oh,
Flamer
he's
and
down.
an assault cannon just laying into him.
Goose.
It doesn't matter if
I
you
can't see anything,
They gotta be
man.
so
I'm
chunked.
down.
They gotta be so
SMH my
chunked.
damn
I got you. You're coming back.
That's
Thank
one
you, thank you.
down. One down.
SMH my damn head, man.
That's it.
I know nothing but fire.
That's
think
it.
I'm not-
They're
I can't
toast.
see a
They're
fucking
toast.
thing.
When the 20-foot-tall, genetically perfect apex predator gets mowed down by a bunch of dipshit farmers with flashlights. I could rant about the bullshit psychers that can one-shot you with heresy, but I don't want this video to quadruple in length for the sake of Xeno sorcery space magic.
I am calm. What sorcery is this?
He said calmly.
Yet no matter how terrifying the Xenos you're faced with, they all have a glaring weakness with no known counter. Doors.
This is a point of strategic import.
It may sound weird that doors are the pinnacle of strategy in Deathwing, but deciding whether to lock them, unlock them, or simply power fist them open for a rapid escape is the closest it comes to chess.
I like that option.
Leave only rubble. You're insisting on a fist.
A quick tutorial on doors. These are the most important things. Not even fucking Iron Pirates can get through that shit.
That's how you go through doors.
This is gonna keep him out, right?
Yes,
Don't
if
do
you
it.
hack it. Oh, let's close this door behind us. Oh wait, we can't.
Oh,
And this
wait.
is where I'd lock the door. If there was one.
Alright, this is...
They're adorable. And yes, the pun was meant.
what we're actually supposed to do. Now, come... No, come through. Why are you like this?
Get in here, brother. I'll block it. I'll block it. I'll block it. I can
block
shut
that
it.
shit,
No, I'll get it. Oh, I can hear him right there.
Pretty sure that was the hive timer from last mission.
He is right there, and he is so mad.
He's pissed, brother.
We do not want your Girl Scout cookies, brother.
It should also be mentioned that doors and entryways are the most dangerous adversary in all of the Elethros because they can swallow you without mercy or meaning.
There's a lot of... Oh, yeah, he's probably in this thing
Oh, that
hasn't
seems
opened
fair.
up.
That seems fair. I gotta purge this heresy right.
Looks like heresy to me, brother.
I don't see anybody.
Heresy is now airborne. Get this off my screen.
Heresy is now airborne. Get this off my
Open the door.
I'm trying.
Brother.
It's blocked.
So it's just stuck there like a big piece of shit? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Brother, I am pinned here.
If you don't get stuck, you'll experience the best the game has to offer outside of the heavy flamer, which is the environment. From the biggest freezer in the universe to the massive cathedrals, holy shit is it ever well done.
Does the architecture bring honor to the Emperor? Yes. Are we overloading the reactor to purge it all in flame in 20 minutes? Also yes.
Look at my screen, I'm freezing my ass off.
I love the transition.
That's such a good solution, brother.
Brother, are you cold?
Are you cold, brother?
Here. And the
I feel a
better
bit drafty,
the
brother.
longer you'll stay alive, the more purging you'll do, and the more renown you'll earn to spend on upgrades like faster reloads, beefier health, and weapons that never jam.
I don't always jam my Spirit Caliban, but when I do, it's because the Sice Rain is breathing on my face.
My face when I see a hive tyrant and I'm reloading. Resilient increases HP by 30% for each body part. A fellow space marine just walks up and jabs you in the arm. You're still at 100%. Cosmetics are available too, which you can frown upon all you want, but you've really got to grind for them, and at least they aren't microtransactions.
The skins is the indomitable assault cannon of wrath.
Holy shit, Psycho, that's such a neat skin. Fuck.
Oh, well, thank you.
Traitor's Doom, Destruction's Glory, the voice of devastation, torment of defiance, and pain of the heretic.
I love the names for the skins. That's just silly.
Wait. I can really ham that up. Just
Bane of the Heretic, Torment of Defiance, Traitor's Doom, Destruction's Glory, Voice of Devastation.
God. Oh, it's hilarious.
I'm glad that I successfully deceived you until the end of the video because the greatest enemy in the entire game? Frame rates. Even with a monster rig of an i9-7980XE and a 2080 Ti, I consistently cratered to sub 40 FPS from the sheer amount of Xeno filth and heavy flamer on my screen.
Purge them in flame!
The Emperor's finest.
Purge them in flame!
My graphics card is gonna break. It's gonna break.
God, are these flames ray tracing enabled?
I still am at 40.
But I'm also glad and most thankful that I had my brothers beside me because we had Jackal, who knows everything about 40K.
Lionel Johnson is the Primarch of the Dark Angels. The only reason he hasn't returned is because he's literally just asleep.
Jello, who knows next to nothing about 40K.
What is that? It's my ex-wife, Karen.
Karen?
I already gave you the alimony.
Burn the custody papers.
Kids are coming. She can't keep you from
and Heavenly, who fits somewhere in between.
Sounds like a bunch of nerds. Blood for the blood god. That's clearly some heresy.
I hope you had fun breaking heretics in half with me.
Fight will not save you, Val Zeno.
And even if you didn't, we purged them all in flame and bounced on out of there anyways.
Their shelter has become their tomb.
Kaboom!
Extend a solemn RIP to all of the shitters in my Discord that I banned for saying the Deathwing is trash. I don't know. Anybody I ban is the same pile of filth in my book.
Damn.
This is how I look when I ban people.
I don't remember who I killed anymore.
Oh my god, what is that?
Secondly,
What is that?
Boss fight. Not that I miss Xeno scum in any way, shape, or form, but maybe if there was a bigger Xeno that I got to fight that said some shit like, that could have been kind of neat, instead of just seeing a bigger and bigger Tyranid each time that didn't have a name. And thirdly, holy shit, do I ever miss unlimited sprint. I know it's not something that always goes through your mind, but when you've run like 20 feet and you are just sucking wind, damn, do I ever miss unlimited sprint. Holy God. With all that being said, I had a ton of fun playing this game. I had a ton of fun making this video. Anytime I just get to play in your sandbox, those of you that are really, really hardcore 40K dudes, I have a blast. In closing, I'd like to thank you guys so very much for watching. It means the world to me that you watched to the end of the video, and I had so much fun creating content at a Warhammer 40K. It is so over the top. It is so nuts. I love every second of it. And be sure to tune in next year when we go to a Salamander's barbecue.
Wagon barbecues are amazing. And that was TheRussianBadger. I thought the video was pretty good. I need to figure out what bleh. If you'd like me to react to more of these, be sure to give it a like and subscribe. I'm supposed to say that, right? Nice video, nice stream. Yeah. Alright. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for Mother Kiss Chatters. Thank you all for everyone who's always here. You make me so very wonderful and happy. And remember, look at always trade for you. Consume the water. Blah. 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 Foster chat.
Boka, help me. Help me. I'm clipping through the walls. I'm bugging. Help.
Burn in the name of the Emperor. In the name of the Emperor is Boka. Mwah. Name of the Holy. What do you mean? Isn't it cute? I am cute. Rah!
Brother, I am pinned here.
You're pinned. Like or anything, chat. Buckas, kobolds, bucka kobolds. Fight you. Bite you, fight you. Bite. Arr.
Brother, get this heresy off my screen.
Heresy. I like heresy.